kicks too. That 1-2 hook was nasty by IMUHBOXER, putting T2 on his butt, and there it is again. That 1-2 is money.
Oh, baby. There you go, Boxer. Get that working. What a knockdown.
Put on the pressure right now. Look, he's gonna fade down. There it is. I knew it. And he's down. Oh, big right hand.
Welcome to another UFC 3 video, and we got a fun one for you guys this time, man. I put some extra sauce on this one, you know, because we talking about Kimbo Slice, one of my favorite fighters still to this very day, you know. So I had a good time making this one, put a lot of effort and work into it. I'm gonna enjoy watching it. I know you guys gonna enjoy watching it. And this is a ranked run. This is not player match, you know. We're actually giving you some good information from the very start all the way to the finish in ranked championships. So I'm going to start out with some knockout highlights when I started all the way out in my placement matches, and we're going to see, you know, how Kimbo Slice stacked up as the competition got stronger and tougher, you know. So this is a meta breakdown, you know, just like how we like it, the full in-depth analysis of how you can be successful with a fighter like Kimbo Slice. So without further ado, let's get right into the fight. We start this journey out from the placement matches from the very start, and Kimbo Slice has a base power 95. So right off the bat, he had no problem going through the placement matches. I started my placement matches off 3-0, and I wanted to see, did he have what it takes when it came down to facing tougher competition. Game changer perk, as you can see, gives Kimbo Slice a powerful overhand. We still at the bottom of Division 4 out of the placement matches, a little bit better competition. And another thing about Kimbo, he has heavy hands. These heavy hands is going to give you a +4 power attribute for your hooks. So as you utilize those hooks, you're going to have no problem knocking opponents out when it comes down to the boxing. But I wasn't sure if Kimbo Slice had what it took to face some of the best guys. However, Kimbo Slice, as you get comfortable with his boxing and has finished the fight from the ground, you know, he definitely did not disappoint in Division 4 as we rank all the way up rapidly, all the way to Division 5 right here. Kimbo Slice still held up in the next division up, and I was wondering, was it going to stop? When were we going to hit that wall? You know, but another thing about Kimbo Slice, he has a striking speed of 94. So in Division 5, when you got close to some of the good competition, you still was able to box with some of the best guys in the division. As you mix it up right there, you know, with your hooks and all of this boxing that Kimbo Slice has, you'll still be able to finish off opponents on the feet and on the ground. However, now that we're getting real close to the top 100, we're facing some real good guys. You got to mix it up with the body, going to the head, throwing and using some of that game changer, and using the heavy hooks. Still was able to hold my own with Kimbo Slice. Now we're at the cusp of the top 100. Kimbo Slice made it all the way from the placement matches, all the way here. Using my boxer special where I like to throw that uppercut after a leg kick. Someone got caught to put me very, very close to that top 100 by using only Kimbo Slice. We rank 119 right here, which brings us right here to the championship match. And we pick up with 2 minutes to go into the first round. My opponent is using a major sway. However, you got to know Kimbo Slice does not have any high kick, so I can't hit that one hitter quitter high kick whenever he does a major sway. I know I could have hit him with anything like a powerful right hook, which Kimbo Slice has 99s, but you know, I didn't utilize it. But it's one thing I like to do, that 1-2 setup, and when my opponent thinks I'm finished, I hit him with that 1-6 combination, that jab uppercut combo, which lands big 95s and 99s of Kimbo Slice, and it sets Daniel Cormier down early in the first round. You know, however, my opponent is a champion. And so I don't expect him to back down easy. Now, I'm looking at all of this space that he's giving me, and I'm thinking that he's looking to set up something big. So I want to be careful because I don't want to get hit with an overhand and an uppercut just like that. All right, because that is going to tax on his stamina. And if you can see, in Division 5, you do not get a chance to see your opponent's HUD. You know, so you got to be careful and manage your stamina. Now, here it is again. The 1-2 setup. My opponent thinks that I'm done throwing a combo, and I come back before he does with that 1-6 combination and land a big 95 and a 99 with that hook and get another rock early in the first round. However, like I said, this guy's a champion and he's not going to give up easy. Now, this is where I do not want to be with Daniel Cormier in that clinch. So I'm looking for a way to block. You know, and so I get a block transition because I'm trying to break, do anything but be on the ground with Kimbo Slice with Daniel Cormier, because Daniel Cormier is the elite grappler. Now, he has my back here. Now, what are you going to do? Now, I go into guard because this is the most, you know, defensive position on the ground. So now we pick up. All right, now, because of Daniel Cormier's height, he can definitely use the major ducks, you know, to evade jabs and the things of that nature. So, look, he gets me back in the clinch and throwing knees, but I was able to notice, look, he was blocking low here in this Muay Thai clinch, and I was going straight to the head. That's a read you can make. Look at their hands to see if it's high or low and strike accordingly, striking from the opposite place where they're blocking. And, you know, so I get another rock here in the second round, you know, early. So I'm feeling good about it. So, look, we're back into that clinch, and I was fortunately able to get a break. Now, one thing with Kimbo Slice, you cannot take these kicks to the body because they will wear on his stamina very quickly because he has some low stamina. All right, so now here, you know, this is my boxer special where I use the setup of a low kick. Now, however, it didn't work this time because he throws the lead uppercut. I throw the rear uppercut, and the lead uppercut gets there first. So he was able to break up my uppercut that I like to throw. You know, so that's one way, you know, that you can get around that. You know, if you throw that lead uppercut, it's going to come out faster than anything from the rear. All right, now Kimbo Slice has some very heavy hands, and, you know, he's able to, you know, land some right hands and gets another rock on Daniel Cormier just from these normal 1-2 strikes. You can't take them from Kimbo Slice, and that's why I really like Kimbo Slice, because just the normal 1-2s, you know, will work. You know, you got to be able to block everything if you are opponent of Kimbo Slice. Look at how those 95 punching power is landing. He will rock you at any moment notice. You know, in any of those hooks for the heavy hands, he's going to be landing 95 because he's getting a +4 power attribute for all hooks when his base power is already a 95. So that's why you see those 99s. All right, so here my opponent lands a low kick. And what we want to talk about here is tendencies. He wants to do a major sway left because he's thinking I'm going to throw a strike right after that. And I should have been able to pick up on it because, look, boom, he hits that major sway left again, land another kick, another major sway left. And I should have been able to pick up on that and simply just threw a right hook right into that major sway left, and he would have been rocked, you know, but I did not take advantage of that. And look, now I'm back in the clinch with Daniel Cormier, and you want to keep moving whenever he's in that back clinch, because if you don't, that's an easy takedown. So look, he has me in that clinch, and this is one thing that a lot of people get frustrated when you find yourself up against that cage. You want to take advantage of this advanced transition and move into your single collar tie by holding L1 and the direction. All right, and he reverses me, and then I reversed him back, and I chose the break right there because I do not want to be up against that cage. So that's how you can get out of that cage right there. Don't stay on that cage. You know, either look to do a throw or, you know, a reversal. All right, now here's my body kick setup right here. And then I'm reading my opponent. This time I threw my lead uppercut and it got there first. And see, I was able to get rocks. And look how Daniel Cormier, he's so short. He can do a minor duck and evade, you know, a hook just with a minor duck. You usually don't see that. Now he's landing shots to the body, and that's the end of the second. Now you wonder about Kimbo Slice's stamina. Now if you manage it and do not take too many shots to the body, you know, we're in the third round and I have amazing stamina even with Kimbo Slice with his 85, 86 stamina. You know, now I know he wants a clinch, so you see I'm able to you know, avoid that clinch, deny that clinch right there. Now he's landing shots to the face, but you cannot take these heavy hands by Kimbo Slice, you know, and that's why I like Kimbo. Now this can be dangerous, you know, when anytime you go to the ground and you don't finish your opponent and your Kimbo Slice, because even though I'm on top, I'm on the ground. And if you don't know how to defend yourself, you can find yourself in this back sitting position. And this is what I'm going to talk about. What we're going to look at is the positioning and the grouping of the hands. To the right defends the top mount. To the left defends submissions. You know, so you always want to know the opposite side of where the group of hands are defends the top mount. You know, so you see he goes to that side and he gets the top mount. And we're going to go back to that because that's going to be real important on how to win this fight. And you want to be well versed in all facets of the game because you don't want a simple back sitting position or any of these positions to nullify all of the work and the success and the skill that you have on your feet. Now, this is interesting. This transition, I'm usually going to transition to a full guard. However, my opponent is going to transition at the same time, you know, to back sitting. And when that happens, I mean, when he transitions to back mount, and when that happens, instead of me going to full guard, he's now in half guard. You know, so these event transitions, if you transition on the ground when your opponent is, you'll end up in a different, more advantageous position. All right, so now what I'm gonna do is a reversal. So, you know, I go to full guard, and then what you want to do is hold L1 and press to the other side, and you're going to get a reversal. So you start out by doing a normal transition, and the halfway of that transition, you want to hold L1. And you're going to get a reversal. Maybe too many people may not know about that. All right, now we're back here. We talked about the grouping of the hands is on the left side. So R2 and to the right defends the top mount. That's the only position that I was worrying about. And you see, I was able to get a transition block because I'm just guessing on that. Anytime I see those hands move, you know, I'm defending to the right because I do not want to give up top mount. I really don't care about the submission because I don't think he's going to submit me. So he goes left. And so now we're going to talk about the submission defense and why I was not worried about it. The first thing you want to do is attack all 4 gates. All right, don't attack 1 gate or 2 gates because you will get, you know, tapped out very quickly. So see, I attack all 4 gates here, and I'm still defending right the top mount because I really don't care if he gets a submission. One thing you got to realize, if it goes to stage 2, you automatically get out of the submission if you escape anything outside of stage 1. So you actually can use the submission defense to get out of this back sitting position. And I really don't care how many times he attempts this submission because I don't know if you noticed, but in the fight summary at the end, they don't even have submission attempts in the summary anymore. So I don't know if the judges score that. All right, so now he's in stage 2, and like I was saying, once I escape in stage 2, look, it automatically gets me out of that back sitting position. So I'm actually encouraging him, you know, to go for a submission because it's actually going to get me out of that. You know, so that's some meta right there that I like to use, you know, use the submission defense to get out of a dominant position. And so now I'm on top, you know, and I was able to get, you know, some transition blocks. And by this time, even though he's on top, you know, it's the end of the round. All right, so we've essentially survived you know, 3 rounds with Daniel Cormier, and we going right into the 4th round, and we still have amazing stamina by Kimbo Slice. So take a look at that. All right, so now, you know, we go for that boxer special again, and we already know, you know, we want to throw that lead uppercut, because see, that lead uppercut is going to land faster than that rear, and landed 295s, and we're starting out that 4th round with him on the ground, and I'm like, no, let's not go to that. Let's not go to the ground. Let's go to that stand-up. And you know, I'm swinging 95s and 99s at his head. And this is where you start to have fun. This is where, you know, you get into your boxing. And everything that you did up until this point is going to pay dividends for right now. You know, he's weak, and anything that I land on his head is going to rock him, especially with Kimbo Slice throwing these big power bombs. You know, so now I can actually, you know, feel like Kimbo Slice where I'm boxing, but my opponent is still very dangerous, you know. But this is what you really look for in this game, to where no matter what you do, you know, you're probably going to end out on top because of what you did, you know, throughout the whole fight thus far. You know, and look, I'm able to drop him with Kimbo Slice and get the victory on a very tough opponent with a very tough Daniel Cormier with a lot of stamina. And we got Kimbo Slice winning the championship. And let's check out where we're at in these leaderboards.
So some UFC history tonight.
All right, so at the time that put me at 1570, that was my opponent right there. Very talented fighter. Looking forward to fighting you again. Thank you for that experience. They put me at 97. So we made it all the way to the top 100 with Kimbo Slice. That's what we set out to do. All right. That was a crazy run. Crazy performance by one of my favorite fighters, Kimbo Slice. Made it all the way to the top 100. I want you guys to get in those comments. Let me know what you think about the run. If you had any questions on the meta breakdown, you know, what I could have did better, what you like, some questions you may have, just let me know. Let's get in the comments. All right, now, I want to thank you guys for watching the video, tuning in. We at 10,000 plus, about to reach 11,000. So I just want to definitely take this time out and say thank you. I'm going to have a special E3 10K subscriber video coming out. I know I'm a little bit late, but you know, I'm still gonna put it up. Now, if you ever find yourself in that top 100, search up on the PS4 communities top 100 club and send me a picture of you in the top 100. We'll get you in. You know, all right, if you like this video, if you learned anything, please like and share the video, and please don't forget to subscribe. Help your boy out so I can keep going, and let's not hit a wall. So I'm excited. I love doing these videos and can't wait to see you in the next one. Peace.